Gonna read the most important bits from the article, link to the full thing below, and after I will give my thoughts. Andy Ching has earned tremendous kudos as fight choreographer of the bus scene in Marvel's recent Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. The scene took nearly a year to plan and execute and serves to demonstrate Simu Lee's previously hidden skills to an open-mouth Aquafina, and has since been released by Marvel as a standalone YouTube clip. Ching is now hard at work trying to shape the next Asian superhero as action director, stunt coordinator, and fight coordinator on Knights of the Zodiac Saint Seiya, a live-action adaptation of the hit Japanese property Saint Seiya. The film has wrapped up shooting last week in Budapest, Hungary. We don't have the same amount of time or available budget on Shang-Chi, but the goal is absolutely the same, Shang-Chi told Variety. To craft something very unique, the company regards Knights as the first part of a film franchise that could run to 6 or 7 separate movies. It has endowed it with a unconfirmed budget of close to 60 million. While still in production, Knights already secured global distribution, excluding Japan, China, and the Middle East, through Hollywood studio Sony Pictures Worldwide Acquisition. Hong Kong-born Ching, who for many years was part of the Jackie Chan stunt team and has credits including Rush Hour and Netflix hit 6 Underground, says that the performer and new role together have what it takes to launch the next Asian superhero and propel McKinney to a major international stardom. McKinney is the full package. He is handsome enough to work with little makeup, has a fantastic body, and thanks to his father, is steep in martial arts. Since Knights is an Asian made rather than product of Hollywood, producers, screenwriters have been careful not to overwhelm audiences by throwing every detail of fantasy from the comics onto the screen. This is definitely a first movie. We deliberately try not to make the story too big, says Ching. I was given huge amounts of creative freedom, even as an editor, and it is a responsibility I take seriously. We chose to create a look that is close to the original material and storyline that is adapted from the original, but the action is not the same. It simply cannot be as fast-paced as depicted in the pages of the comic. In the West, martial arts films have for long been seen as B-movie content. Shang-Chi may be helping to change that. It was like the first bullet in favor of Asian film culture. Knights of the Zodiac may be the double tap, says Ching. Okay, lots of highlights here. First thing is, they want this to be a set of movies, which is surprising, and they really want these movies to be, or this one movie to be, a star vehicle for McKinney. It's kind of funny to think of Seiya as a superhero. Classic, I compare him to the likes of Yusuke, where the events and his occupation make him a hero by default. Now going by lore, yes, he is the legendary Saint of Hope, here to save humanity. While they note they don't have the Marvel budget or time, which of course they don't, they do have at least double the budget of Dragon Ball Evolution, so that's something. Now for the first concerning comment is, but the action is not the same. It simply cannot be as fast-paced as depicted in the pages of the comic. On the surface level, of course, but the problem is Saint Seiya is not Dragon Ball. It's not very fast-paced like a super martial arts fighting series. There is of course superhuman hand-to-hand fighting, but really based around super powered attacks. Characters that can punch 100 times in a second, but shown as more of a flash. Like, some of the best fights in the whole series are with characters that barely even move. So really, it's like wizards fighting. Another comparison I could make is It should be to stay close to the original, like it should be filmed like a prequel Star Wars fight and a classic Star Wars fight, but hand to hand. That being said, if this is post-Galaxian Wars, they can get away with more dynamic fighting. But saying you can't do it like it's on the pages, like that's only true when it comes to budget. Also curious about the keep it closer to original look thing, because so far this looks like it's based more on the reboot and CGI film. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Alright guys, those are my thoughts pretty much. Again, coming in with low expectations. So low you can find a broke stripper's self-esteem. Do that and you will likely be in for a fun action B-movie. But those are just my thoughts. Tell me yours and please like, sub, and hit the bell. Later.